We're going to be talking about skincare minimalism. So we're going to be discussing opportunities for people who are wanting great results but less products. You guys know me. I'm no minimalist. I'm your maximalist. This is a complicated skincare routine. But I do a minimalist routine on the weekends. So I'm going to be showing you my minimalist routine. We're going to be talking with Cody. Cody is our marketing director here at Art Skincare, and he's going to share with you his skincare experience and what he's enjoying using. And then we're going to bring Meline on, and Meline is going to be talking about her lifestyle and what kind of a minimalist routine works for her. And then we're going to bring in our director of operations, Ty, and I think he's just that typical person who just gets in the shower, gets out, doesn't do anything with their skin, and we've been coaching him and bringing him along to take care of his skin. So we're going to be talking with him about his skincare routine and what he's doing and how it's going for him. So I'm really excited about this topic because I think there's a lot of people that when you're honest with yourself, you know, all these great products look good, but you just know deep down that you're not going to use all those steps. That you're just going to use a few things a day. And we really like to honor that at Art of Skincare. So we really do look for these kind of products that work for that person who just knows themselves. They know they're not going to put on more than 2 things in the morning. And we still want you to get really good results and still have really healthy skin. So we're going to show you how we do that. So starting with Cody, what are you looking for in skincare, Cody?
So for me, I want all the steps. I want all the steps, all the formulas, all the great things. I'm just an extremely busy person, and time is the issue. So for me, if I can cut those 8 steps down a little bit, that's helpful. So the Kaizo line was perfect for me.
Okay. So Cody is using our Kaizo line. This is a brand new line here at Art of Skincare, pretty new to the world. This is a baby line. What we love about this line is that it was developed by some of the best skincare people out there. If you guys love the brand Lemieux, then you know the science and the doctors behind Lemieux that make that line have also gone to work on this line and even making their products even that next step better, because over time we have more science, more information, and things just get better and better as we go. So sneak peek for you guys, we're going to talk about these products, and then tomorrow we have a double reward point event going on.
That's correct.
But we did something special for you guys.
Only for you guys watching today.
Yes, you get early access. So anybody shopping, trying these new products from Kaizo today is going to get double reward points, 2 times points. And as you guys know, we always have amazing, great things to spend your points on in the reward center. And you can now redeem for some store credit too.
Oh yeah, you can. The reward center is awesome right now.
Yeah, you can get a $25 credit on your order or a $100 credit on your order, depending on how many points you've saved up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing in this line that is really fun is this cleanser. It's called Moisture Renewal Cleanser. And you'll notice down here that it says shave. This line, even though it says shave here, this is not just a men's line. This is a line for any kind of minimalist out there, male or female. And believe it or not, I mean, in the olden days when I was younger, we were told not to shave our faces if we were women.
But
we were told that it would grow in like this. But I've been shaving my face for 10 years, and I don't have that at all. No wiry hairs coming in at all. So the cool thing about this is that you can wash your face with it, but you can also shave with it. You can shave your face,
those little peach fuzz spots if you need to,
legs, wherever you need to shave. And I wanted to show people this because my husband uses one of these shave brushes. And I really love that with this cleanser. So I'm going to take a little bit of this cleanser,
it's a super pretty color.
Put it into my cleansing bowl. Yes, it's very pretty.
Yeah.
It's light blue shade. It's very rich and foamy. When it foams up, it just creates this really nice cushiony.
It's so soft. Just a fluffy cushion of blue love. It's
blue
amazing.
Love. Yes, and it has these ceramides in there that are really soothing and anti-redness. So I just put some in there. I probably could put just a little bit more for the show. Get it going just a little bit. There we go.
Just foams up.
Watch, look at that foam up. And then let's do it on your hand. There you go. You've got an actual shaving foam.
Amazing
to
shave lather.
with. Isn't that great?
It's crazy. And it smells so good.
It smells good. It doesn't smell like a men's shaving thing at all. It's just really clean, very light, really
As someone who
nice.
has used quite a few shaving creams, it does not smell like a shaving cream. It's fantastic.
That's great. So that is step one in any cleansing, in any routine. Whether you're a minimalist or not, you've got to cleanse your face twice a day because that's how your skin rehydrates. So wonderful cleanser. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. It's got that beautiful blue color. Just so neat. Now the next thing that I'm in love with from Kaizen, I think this is what Cody likes as well.
Yeah.
This is called Moisturizer Plus Serum. So it's Kaizen Lab liquid hydration, moisturizer, and serum. So they put the serum right into the moisturizer. So this is that kind of company that puts hyaluronic acid right at the top. Then they've packed in here niacin, beta-glucan, peptides, ceramides, and oncology safe growth factors, which is a really big deal. And that's what makes this so cutting edge. Is a lot of times when you get isolated growth factors, they're not oncology safe. They've created this so that it is oncology safe. And it feels wonderful. Let's get it going here.
Twist.
Twist.
This one's a twist. There we go.
Twist up. Oh, isn't that cool? So you guys can see how it works.
The packaging is also,
Here,
I think, just
twist up.
so nice.
Really pretty. It's got that kind of light bluish color.
Super light, super hydrating. And for me,
drink of water for the skin.
Yes. For me, this one's huge because it takes so many of those steps, all my serums, and puts it all into one night. Look at that. That's just so nice.
It's beautiful, yeah. Oh, it feels so good.
I know.
So we're just getting one product that's just power packed. There's also chaga mushroom in here. So between the chaga mushroom and the ceramides, you are getting really good barrier protection. So you're not going to have transepidermal water loss. And yet it feels so light because you're a little more oily.
I am on the oily side, especially during the summer months. And this has all been light enough that I don't, halfway through the day start feeling like, what's good? Yes, what's going on?
Really nice.
Yes.
Really nice. And then, so the next step in this routine is everybody's in love with this at Artist Skincare. We have a tester of it that keeps getting stolen. It just disappears all the time. This is the Kaizen Lab Dark Circle Repair Eye Cream.
In love with this stuff.
Okay.
I don't even want to put it on my hand.
Sorry.
I want to put it on.
We'll both put some on. I'll get loaded up too. Really nice light feel, but super moisturizing and really line minimizing, as well as addressing dark circles under the eyes. And it's that perfect blend because some eye creams can be too heavy, some can be too light and not do enough. This one just is perfect.
It feels
really
great.
Yummy.
And as I got into my 30s, I really started noticing those dark circles more than I had in the past. And so this has been huge, and it feels so great.
That's great. And people reach out to me in their 30s because that's when they say all of a sudden they're noticing their smile lines. When they smile, they notice the dark circles. And usually the first thing people want in their 30s is an eye cream. And men, usually the first thing men ask for is...
where we start to see it the most.
Yeah, an eye cream. Next product in this lineup is amazing, too. This is the Kaizen Lab UV Defense Clear Sunscreen. It's an SPF of 50. And what's beautiful about this is that it's not heavy and it really is clear. So when you put this on, I'll show it to you guys up close. See how clear that is? Completely clear, so it doesn't matter what your skin tone is. If you're in a darker skin tone, you can put this on, completely blends in. It has a really nice slip to it, so if you are somebody who likes to wear foundation, you can easily put a little foundation over this and it just glides right on beautifully.
It'd be great as a primer.
I love the shine of it. And I know with oily skin people, they often don't like shine, but on Cody,
But
it just makes the skin radiant.
it's so light. And as someone who has always had issues with the feel of sunscreen, this is amazing
Doesn't
for
have
me.
that feel.
Amazing
Yeah.
for me. I love it so much.
Really light and immediately disappears into the skin without leaving the skin matte or dry.
And it's
Really gorgeous.
correct me if I'm wrong, but it's
Okay.
like packed full of peptides.
Yes, everything in this line is multifunctional. So it's got all that great stuff in there that are going to help. Those peptides are going to help with collagen regeneration. They're going to help to relax muscle expressions in the face so you're not getting those expression lines that you don't want. And then all that great sun protection,
Love
which
it.
you've got to have. I mean,
yeah.
any minimalist skincare routine has to have some sunscreen.
100%.
100% sunscreen, because we've got to prevent that damage that causes all the aging. Now, you have a gorgeous beard.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And a little bird told me that this is what you use as your beard. Tell me about that.
Changed everything for me. I've tried multiple beard products and they always feel gross and cakey and heavy, like I put pomade through my beard or something.
Greasy.
And you mentioned maybe trying this, and I did. And it's the Hale and Hush Remedy Rehab Oil. I just take it here. I'll just do it. I take a couple of drops, not a lot.
This
One,
is the
two,
most
three.
non-greasy oil that you can ever find.
Amazing. In my last step, I just work it through and it keeps everything going in the right direction and looking healthy and just, I love it so much. So if any of you have beards or have a person with a beard or any of the things, this is it. Go get it right now.
It smells good, looks good. Your beard always looks wonderful.
Thank you,
So,
Jeana.
Good job.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm
I
going to
think
go
we're
grab your
good.
next.
Grab our next
Okay.
our next person who we're going to consult with here. She's going to tell us about her skincare routine. Do you guys have, if you have any questions about Kaizo, anything that I've used with Cody, go ahead and pop some questions up right now if you want to. I'm going to adjust this because I feel it gets a little off kilter. There we go. I think that'll be better. Here's a good question for me. Joseph Anthony. Good morning. I saw the brand Kaizo on your website over the weekend. I'm curious about the shaving cream. It states on the website there is a scent. Please describe it. So yeah, the scent, it's just really light and fresh. It doesn't have any of those strong herbal aromas that you think of when you think about a shaving cream. And after it's been sitting here in the bowl for a little bit, Joseph, I hardly smell anything. Let's get Meline in here. Come on in, Meline. Take a good sniff of our shaving product and describe that scent for Joseph.
It smells kind of like a creamy, like tiniest bit of floral, but
So tiny.
yeah.
Not a feminine floral and not a too spicy
It's
floral.
very, very, like, I would say gender neutral. And it kind of has a classic skincare scent to me. Like,
It's nice, clean, light, clean.
when you think about just like
Very sophisticated. The
Lancome
developers-
or something like that. It
yes.
just smells very like,
The developers of Kaizo are top notch, really top in the industry at developing products. And so, yeah, really good stuff. All right, Meline, tell us about you and what you look for in a skincare routine.
sure. So you guys have probably heard from me before. I am an only parent of 2 young kids.
Very
and so-
active.
very active, very, very active young kids. And so I'm always short on time. I always look a little tired, and I'm out in the sun quite a bit. So I end up collecting some hyperpigmentation. I was also a professional horse trainer in my past, which meant I spent a lot of time out in the sun. And even by the time I hit 25, I already had some sun damage going on. So
Your
We've
skin
been
actually
repairing
looks
that.
younger now than it
does.
did 10 years ago when you were out with your horses all the time. You were getting
does.
leathery. So, okay.
Yes. So for me, it's things that are quick and things that are heavy hitters and get results. I do also tend to prioritize products that have a nice like scent and feeling to them, because for me, my skincare time is a little bit of self-care time. So if it doesn't feel like a little special putting it on, it won't be the thing that I reach for first. I'm going to reach for the things that feel special.
Okay.
So,
I pulled the products that you told me that you
Yes.
love to use every day.
So
why don't you describe those for
yes.
us?
And I have a few more, but if for like, when you work at Art of Skincare, you have so many skincare products. So
But this
like,
is what you go to on when you're
these
busy,
are my
and
current
this
favorites.
is what you do.
These are my
Okay.
current favorites. So these are brand spanking new. This is Honey Brightening Cleanser from SkinScript and Mandelic Brightening Serum. Brand new. I took them home to test them when they first came in, and after 2 times using them, I already could see lightened hyperpigmentation along here. Like it created really fast results with very minimal products. So this is a current favorite routine.
We are hearing this a lot. We're already getting feedback on the new products, and there's a lot of people saying that this Mandelic Brightening Serum has been the only thing that goes after their hyperpigmentation or their PIE, which is that post-inflammatory arrhythmia that comes from blemishes. And then the Honey Brightening, this has mandelic, lactic acid, and black biome in it. Let's put a little on your hand. Tell us about it. How does it feel when you... Oh, look at that. It looks like honey.
It does. So it looks very much like honey. I really like the scent of it. It smells a little bit of honey, a little bit of citrus.
It does smell like honey.
Maybe a little
vanilla.
bit of, maybe it's a little vanilla.
A little vanilla warmth
And
in
I'm
there.
a sucker for vanilla, so that's probably why I like it. But I feel like it rinses really nice and clean. Your skin feels clean, but it feels really soft. Like I really liked how soft my skin felt after
Does
using
it foam up?
A little bit. When you add some water, it does get a little bit of foam, but not super sudsy.
Without getting you all wet. Let's get a little bit of my water on there. Got you a little wet. Just got the counter wet.
So I don't know
Let's
if you can
see.
see, but there's a little tiny bit of foaming that happens.
So not
Not a
super
ton.
foamy, but good slip, and you can feel that slipperiness. Oh,
Here we
yeah,
go.
I can
Now
see
it's
it
starting to
foaming.
go a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a light foam.
And when you rinse, does the skin feel squeaky clean or just...
It feels very clean, but very soft. And some cleansers will leave you feeling like a tight feeling. It doesn't leave you tight feeling.
No, because the honey is
I
such a
hate that.
great humectant. Honey is really pulling water
Yeah.
into the skin.
So I very much like it. And working here, I've used a lot of mandelic serums. I don't think that I've ever used a mandelic serum and felt like I noticed hyperpigmentation difference. Like a difference in breakouts, sure. I probably wouldn't use this multiple times a day just with my skin type. That would be a little bit too much, but I could use this 4 nights a week, something like that, and it's perfect. I used it 2 or 3 nights in a row recently, and I was fine. So I would just probably take a couple nights off a week.
Okay, and then your go-to moisturizer.
This is always one of my favorites.
SkinScript Citrus C Nourishing Cream. This
Now
is
it comes in a big size.
Yeah.
It
the
did
nice
not used to
tall
come in that size. Yeah.
And tell us what you love about this. It's got green tea in it.
Yep. This is chock full of stem cells and vitamin C and some green tea. It has a really gentle form of vitamin C, so even if you're sensitive skin and like harsher vitamin C's will kind of light you up, this one should be fine. It's good for even sensitive skin types. What I like about it is that it's a creamy serum. There we go.
So it's really a moisturizer.
It's a creamy serum, so if you're a dry skin type, me during the winter time, I'll usually always use a moisturizer over the top, but during the summertime, this is plenty to be a moisturizer for me. And it smells amazing. It feels amazing. It's super silky, and it smells like oranges on like a fresh summer day. And so it's just...
So you're happy when you put that on your face.
It makes me feel happy and fresh, yep. And and I feel like it's going to work really well with just compounding on this brightening effects of these products, but then adding the antioxidants that really help to strengthen your skin
And
from
that
having
brightening
more.
from the vitamin C, which is also very brightening. Very lovely combination.
Yep.
I like how you put that together.
Yeah.
So what are you using on your eyes?
This guy's been my favorite for a little while now. This is a newer product for us. It's the Clear Stem Bright Eyes. And it is... Oh, this is a sealed one.
You can open it.
I can open it. It has a really pretty shimmer to it. So I feel like when I wake up and have like maybe a little bit of dark circles or just like I'm just not looking as alive as I want.
You feel like you have dark circles every day. You've got those little kids that keep you up all night.
Glimmer to it. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like it actually helps counteract the dark circles just as a product, but then you also get that little bit of light glimmer that also helps like immediately. So immediately you feel like your eyes look better.
Gives it a nice luminous rather than the dry, crepey.
Yep.
And it's in a gel formula.
It does. And eye makeup goes on nicely over the top of it too. And I've never had, like I used an eye cream the other night that ran into my eyes and made my eyes burn. I had to go to sleep early. This one has never made my eyes burn. I did. Because if I open my eyes, they burn. So I just went to bed.
She's so cute. She's
just
been like this all her
eyes.
life.
It's fine.
And no skincare routine is complete without SPF. So tell us about this SPF that you love.
So this is generally my summer pick. It's not waterproof, so it's not for water sports, but for just every day. For me, since I do tend to be a little bit on the normal to dry side, if I'm not using another moisturizer, this is like perfect hydration for me. Because this is a really nice moisturizing sunscreen.
Really nice moisturizing sunscreen.
It also has a little bit of a citrusy scent to it, so it melds really nicely with this scent profile. So just, if you're like me and you like the whole routine of the sensory experience, they all go really nicely together.
That looks like a really beautiful routine.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
Thank you.
And there'll be, like if I'm using these at night, there'll be a lot of days where I get up and this is my morning right here. And then the cleanser, which...
Cleanse, and then these three. Yep. So your 3-step morning.
Yep.
Keeps it pretty simple.
Super easy.
Wash in the shower.
Yep.
And then get your 3 steps.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think we have a question here. Let's see if it's directed at you. This is Melissa says, how does it compare to the Is Clinical Honey Cleanser? Good question. Ooh. Wow, this person knows our products.
Yes. So I've only used that one myself once. And I feel like they're very different.
Warms up. Gets a real warm feeling. Does this get a warming feeling?
No, and I'm going way back now because I haven't used this in the warming cleanser from Is Clinical in a long time. But I feel like it felt more honey textured.
Mm-hmm. Sticky. It's more dense. It has definitely more density to it.
Whereas
here comes Celine.
Celine, come tell us about it.
I know. She
loves the honey cleanser.
She loves Is Clinical Honey Cleanser. So
sit
on my knee right here.
We're all gonna chime in here. Okay, so the Is Clinical Honey Cleanser does not use any acids. It's only using enzymes, so it's a lot more gentle. I find that it's better for all skin types, whereas the Honey Brightening Cleanser is using mandelic acid, so it can feel a little warm, it can feel a little spicy, especially if you have more sensitive skin like I do. So I can use a warming honey cleanser every night without issues, whereas I cannot use this more than like 2 to 3 times a week tops because I have slightly more sensitive skin. Even though my skin is very oily, it's pretty sensitive. So that's the biggest difference right there, is just that warming honey cleanser is utilizing those warm enzymes. And it tastes like honey, which is wild to me. And then
can eat your cleanser.
Yes, and then the Honey Brightening Cleanser is using mandelic acid and azelaic acid, so it's a bit more active in its brightening qualities and its exfoliation properties.
When you're brightening your skin, exfoliation is an important step. And so if Celine were working on brightening and wanted to use this as exfoliation, she would just use it a few nights a week. Where if you're maybe more blemish prone and oilier skin with hyperpigmentation, you could probably use this as your regular daily cleanser. So I think that's a really good help.
Yeah, I hope that was helpful.
Thank you,
I love the honey cleanser from Is Clinical. It's one of my top 5 cleansers of all time.
Yeah. Nothing's going to take. This hasn't taken the place of that one yet for her.
For me, I didn't like not that I don't like the Is Clinical Honey Cleanser. It just wasn't one that made me be like, oh, I love this. And I had that response for this. But I have less sensitive skin. So like for me, I would use this daily, probably once a day, and that would work great for me.
Melissa says, thank you, Celine. She loves these clinical
Yeah.
too, so she'll stick with it.
I would say if you're a drier and more sensitive skin type, that you will really.
It's luxurious.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. This clinical one is really nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to move on to our next guest, Ty. Madeline's going to go get him mic'd up for you guys. I'm going to move these things aside. Let's pull out Ty's stuff here. I'm so excited to get to introduce you guys to some of the new faces around here. So you got to see Cody. Now you're going to get to see Ty. Got to come this way.
Scoot over.
Got to get you in the middle of the show.
It's new. It's new
This is
for
new
me.
for you. It is. So Ty's been with us since the new year. Just before that, maybe November.
Yeah, actually a little bit before that, but yeah.
Yeah, he's our director of operations. It was really a gift to myself because I love working with you guys and doing skincare and all of that. And I didn't like doing all the operations side of it. It really was dragging me down. So my gift to myself last year was to find Ty, and it was just like divine providence. It was just
came wrapped
so
in a
perfect.
bow and everything.
Yeah, it was so perfect for him and his family, and for my family, and everybody here loves Ty. He probably gets the popularity award.
I hope so.
So Ty, prior to working at Art of Skincare, what was your skincare routine like?
I mean, I'm that typical guy growing up that was never even told about skincare. Just really whatever was available, whatever was in front of me, whether it was on the sink or, if I was dirty, I felt dirty, I would just wash with whatever or get in the shower and use the products there, and nothing major, nothing even specific, really. Just
Okay. Just kind of wash your face in the shower.
Just wash with whatever. Dove soap,
Sunscreen,
I think.
Dove soap, okay. Yeah. What about sunscreen?
Well,
Did your mom ever slap that on you, or your
no,
wife?
that was the thing is I grew up
okay.
in the complete opposite of no sunscreen.
Okay.
I had naturally dark skin that tanned up really nice, so I was always like the darker the better. But
Okay.
things
Yeah.
have changed a little.
Things change
Getting
as
a
you
little
get a little
older.
older.
Not as
Yeah.
good as an idea to to not
To
protect.
do that.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we've started you out on here at Art of Skincare is we wanted to keep it simple. And this is what I do when I have someone like Ty or one of you guys, one of you women I'm working with who wants to get their husband using something and they say, my husband won't use anything. This is how simple I start. Because once we get him using this pretty regularly, then he's going to start asking for some other products. This has been our experience. So the first thing I started you with was the Tyzo Gentle Amino Gel Cleanser. This is something you can just throw in your shower. It's got amino acids, it's got copper ferment and green tea extract. How is this for washing your face?
Okay, so
Tell us about it.
I'll tell you the experience I had. The
Okay.
first thing was I was expecting color. It's clear.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out clear. Again, I was expecting. Oh, I'm dripping everywhere here.
That's okay.
I was expecting color as a cleanser, and it really, that was the first shock. And then a smell. I was expecting to be all, I grew up again, all cleansers, all beauty products were very fruity or very smelly, and this really has no specific smell.
I don't think there's any smell to this at all. Let me get some out too.
Yes. You'll be better at showing this.
I haven't tested this in quite a long time. See, it foams up really nicely. And yeah, no scent.
There was no scent to it.
No scent to it.
Again, something I think a lot of people who are afraid of getting into a skincare routine would enjoy, because they don't have to worry about smelling a certain way or whatever. But it felt really nice. Just being able to get in there and really wash and feel clean and not have something feel heavy on my face. That was, I think, the biggest takeaway from using this product, is just that super nice reset to my skin.
Yeah, it is hydrating, so it's getting more water in there, and yet it's really cleansing at the same time. Now, the next thing I chose for Ty is the Tyzo Eye Renewal. This is an eye cream that also has an SPF value to it, but it also has a vitamin C in it. So it's brightening, it's stimulating collagen, it's going to help with any little lines around the eyes, but that vitamin C in there is a great antioxidant. And usually when I'm first starting anybody on skincare, I'm wanting to get them on vitamin C and a sunscreen. So this line worked out really well for him because I was able to get him on an eye cream with SPF and vitamin C and on a face cream with vitamin C and SPF to it. So I love this product, the Tizo Eye. How was that?
Well, I have never used an eye cream before, and you can see it doesn't take much. And I think one of the biggest things I was really surprised with was actually the sensation and the feeling of the firming of the skin, right? I don't know that feeling very well. So to actually feel it and understand it was really, really nice.
So it actually did something that you didn't know it would do.
Yeah, it's like it
actually
does something. Yeah, no,
I love it.
No, it felt really nice, and you start to understand. Okay, I see what people are feeling and talking about, and talking about firming, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's what that is, right?
Yeah,
so.
And I'm super excited about this product for Ty because he's that darker Fitzpatrick. He's got strong skin. He's never used sunscreen, but this little delicate area under his eyes, he has a little bit of dark pigment there. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit darker than the rest of his face. So this is going to really help lighten and brighten that, as well as protect and prevent any more damage to the tissues around that area. Now tell us about this, because I know this had to be a real surprise for you when you first started using this. This is Tizo AM Replenish. This is a lightweight moisturizing sunscreen, and it has all of your serum type ingredients that you would want in a serum in the moisturizer.
Well, I know this is the more interesting one because I started with a clear, went to a white, and then this has a tint to it, and I've never even thought about using a tinted anything in my life.
It looked like makeup.
Yeah.
And I knew this was going to happen, so I was excited for him to see.
So, and that was the thing. It's like, well, I got to give it a shot. We'll see how it turns out. But it actually blended in. Well, first the texture. I have to talk about the texture because it's so light. It's so smooth. Anything I've ever used in my life has always been very heavy or very sticky. I think that's one of the things that put me off.
Yeah, when you think sunscreen, you think of white, sticky stuff.
And so as soon as I use this, it's very, I don't know, I relate it to a mousse, like a foamy,
Yeah, that's a good word for it, mousse.
I put it on and it's gone. The tint doesn't, it's not like I've now, drastically changed my appearance and have a foundation. Like, all the things that are probably going through everybody's mind, like myself. And it worked out it was really nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're wearing a tint at all. It really goes on, becomes sheer. And I think that's one of the benefits of having a little bit of a tint in a mineral sunscreen. So with a mineral sunscreen, he's getting UVA and UVB protection, which is super important. We want to protect, protecting from a burn is important for most people, not so much for him, but we really do want to protect from that UVA because that's what's going in and doing the damage and potentially causing, cancer and things like that. So this is giving him that great SPF 40. It's got ceramides in it, antioxidants in it, vitamin C and vitamin E. And because it has that little bit of a tint to it, he's not going to feel that white kind of casty feel to it at all.
And I would say probably of all the products used, that to me was probably one of the most important things about using these products was I didn't feel like I was wearing, I didn't feel like I put it on and now I'm covered in something. Yeah. It was very, very lightweight. As soon as it went on, it was like I never put it on because it was gone.
Yeah. So you can see there's a bit of a tint to it, but it just completely melts into the skin and there's nothing there. Just leaves the skin feeling really nice. It's good stuff. So we had Cody on earlier and he has a beard.
I was like, I gotta get some of that.
I know. Do you do anything on your beard or you just
I don't
go? So here, why don't you try it?
I gotta
Let's put some drops in your hands.
I think Cody did 3. I have to be
okay, there's 3 drops.
The same tester here.
Okay.
Oh, it does smell nice.
The test
Cody
will be your wife
wrong.
tonight.
He wasn't lying. Yes.
Yeah. See if she notices a difference in your beard when you go home.
And I think I heard him say once it's on, it doesn't feel like you're like putting anything really in there, but
Yeah.
it has a nice scent. It's very lightweight.
Yeah. This is an oil that we can even use in your hair. So on days if I'm feeling like my hair's getting kind of frizzy because I have all that gray, all that silver in my hair, it can sometimes get a bit dry. It's the same way for my own hair. I can put this on my hair and have just really nice, shiny, manageable hair without it feeling or looking greasy at all. So
Yeah,
it's cool stuff.
I was gonna say, now that it's on, I don't feel like it's almost like it is just nice in there. There's no oily residue or anything like that.
That's great.
I've used lesser products like Moroccan oil and that kind of stuff in the past, and that definitely leaves a very oily feel on.
That's pretty
on
heavy
my hair.
oil in that. Yeah. Awesome. I love it.
Well, there you go. There's your simple
great.
routine.
There's our simple, this is probably the simplest routine that we have on the shelf for you guys today from Tizo. And then, of course, if you've got a beard, you've got to add in your remedy oil.
Yes, if you
So,
have such a luscious beard. All right, I'll leave you
right.
to it. I'll get back to
all right, I'll take your
operations.
mic from you so that we don't hear about things going on after you're gone here. All right. Okay, you guys. So you guys know me. I'm not a minimalist, and I use quite a few steps in my regular weekly routine. But on the weekends, I am lazy. And that's when the lazy side of me comes out. And I do a much simpler routine on the weekends. So I'm going to show you guys, now that I can sit in front of this camera, I know it can see where I need to help it along a little bit. So, let me check messages first here. Let's see if there's any questions about what Ty is doing. Yes, he does have great skin. Melissa says, how does it work with your beard? Referring to the tinted sunscreen. So when he's putting on his tinted sunscreen, he's not working it down into his beard, but it didn't leave any kind of, sometimes a sunscreen, if it's tinted, can leave like a tint around your brows or your hairline. It does not do that at all. It completely melts into the skin, and you could not see any kind of demarcation of the sunscreen on his face. Now that Tizo one that we've started him on, the AM Replenish, it does also come in a non-tinted formula that we haven't carried, but we are getting it in, and so we'll let you guys know how that goes. If it still is translucent as this one is, and probably if it is, then men might like it more. But any man who actually tries this is like, they're fine with it. It's just when they first see that color, and that's why I didn't tell him about the color before he took it home, because I wanted to let him just experience that and see that there's really nothing. Okay, and now let's jump over to my weekend routine. So for me, what am my biggest concerns are hyperpigmentation and keeping my skin really glowing and firm. And so the things that I use on the weekend, I love, are Glymed. I got hooked on this with our Glymed. This is a vitamin C cleanser. It has a really lovely, it's a creamy cleanser, and it massages in really nice, and it rinses completely clean without leaving any kind of a residue on the face. And I really love how that feels on my skin. My next step on my easy routine is the firming serum from Glymed. I love the firming serum because not only is it for firming the skin, but it also lightens up dark pigmentation. So it gives me a little brightening. So it's not going to go after really heavy dark spots. I'll use like Diamond Bright or one of those others for that, but on a just daily maintenance and just keeping the skin light and bright, I love this firming serum. So this is just, it's a multi-serum kind of thing, so it's doing two things in one, firming and brightening. I throw this on, so I do my cleanser, then I throw on my firming serum, back these up so you can see them, and then the next thing I grab is the vitamin C cream. Because I'm outdoors a lot, I'm playing tennis, I'm going bike riding, my skin can get dry on the weekends, and I really love the amount of moisture in this vitamin C cream. Vitamin C is brightening, and it's also hydrating, pulling water into the skin, and then this just has a really nice creamy texture. I love. I'm gonna put some on right now. Very, very, very mild almond scent. Lighter than any of the other Glymed products that have that little bitter almond to it. It's very, very light. Just really nice. I wish you guys could feel it. It's just so nice and creamy. So any of you who have a little bit drier skin or have a tendency toward getting dehydrated, this is a really wonderful cream for protecting your skin from transepidermal water loss when you're outdoors quite a bit. Next step in my routine is Extreme Protect. And I like to use the Perfect Beige on the weekends because Perfect Beige gives your skin a nice tint because I don't like to wear foundation on the weekends. Let's pull off, there's a little bit of dried spot on there. There we go. So you can see the beige is just a really nice blend, really nice color for my skin. I use Extreme Protect because it has the extremozymes, which actually bubble wrap your DNA to protect it from mutation and damage. So for those of you who are concerned with hyperpigmentation or you're concerned with cancer, if you've had any little skin cancers, this is the most protective sunscreen that we have. It's an SPF 40. It's all natural. It's blocking UVA and UVB. Fun fact here is that when you see a sunscreen and it says like SPF 40, SPF 30, that number only accounts for its protection against UVB, which is that burning ray. The burning ray actually can be a good ray if it tells you to get out of the sun sooner, right? So the SPF 40, if you're using a chemical sunscreen, it's going to protect you from burning maybe, but it's not going to protect you from the UVA. So when you're using a broad spectrum sunscreen, you're going to get UVA and UVB protection because you want that UVA. That's what's going in and actually causing changes to your DNA, damage, hyperpigmentation, and irregularities in your cells. So I love Extreme Protect. This is my summertime go-to. Perfect Beige is just beautiful, accentuates my tan a little bit, and it is very pretty on the skin. You can kind of see here. It's hard to see in light on these kind of things. So that is my basics. And then on the weekend, I'm using the Tizo, the same one that I put Ty on, the vitamin C sunscreen eye cream. So that's what I'm using around my eyes on the weekend. So that's my minimalist weekend routine. Pretty minimalist. That's pretty good for me to get it down to 4 things I'm putting on in the morning. So I see I have some more questions. I'm going to pop my glasses on and take a look here. Oh, would like a breakthrough on this month's rewards. We did do a video on that on Instagram, but we can do it again. Go over rewards. Oh, Celine actually put in the link for you. So there you go. There's your link to see this month's rewards in the Rewards Center. Melissa says, this is great. I'm traveling to Vancouver for 8 days in May and struggling to pare down my routine. Yes. I would say either the Glymed routine or the Tizo routine or even the Kaizo routine. They're really excellent ways to go. They just depends on how minimalized you want to get. If you want the super minimal, just head over to Tizo and you've got, this is excellent. It's got vitamin C in it, ceramides in it, vitamin E. So you've got a lot of really good protection in there. If you want to add a little anti-aging element to it, that's when you can go over to Kaizo and you can grab that moisturizing serum moisturizer that has the most cutting edge, healthy aging serums all combined into a moisturizer. That could be a really good thing there. Or if you just want to go all with the Kaizo, you've got the sunscreen cleanser, everything you need there. So pretty fun. Okay. Jenny, how often do you use your microcurrent? I do microcurrent once a week. I do have clients though that use their microcurrent more often. I use the Tri-Wave, and the current that I use the most often when I'm being honest, the current that I use the most often is that Rejuve current. I feel that's the one that keeps my skin firm and really keeps the lymph moving and really healthy, keeps stimulating new collagen. So I've got plumper skin. And then I'm more sporadic with using the lifting modes and the erase modes. I don't use those as much as I do the rejuve. Rejuve is most important to me. And you can do it more often, but I'm a once a week gal. I'm just so busy between two very busy grandkids, my dog, my husband, biking, skiing, tennis, all the stuff I love to do. I have to really force myself to do my microcurrent. Yes, she says, adding my device is so time consuming. You're right. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I love the device I have, because you can do it once a week and still see really amazing results. So usually Sunday, it'll be Saturday or Sunday, depending on our weekend schedule. I'll just, take that morning time. That's going to be my special time to do those kind of treatments, to do my microcurrent, either put the mask on or actually get out my probes and play with those. It's kind of like part of my little house self-care, house cleaning. I'm getting my laundry done and I'm doing my microcurrent. But once a week with the Tri-Wave, because it's so powerful, you'll see great results just doing it once a week. You don't have to do it every day. The device that I do use every day is the Wave. Either the Wave or the TMP. I prefer the Wave from MBK because that's I use it with my cleanser, and then I use that to drive my serums into my skin. And I only do that during the week, and I'm driving in my Cavapla and my Emapel, my longer routine. I'm using that. The Cavapla really foams up, so I like using that ultrasound to drive that foam deeper into my skin. Okay. Jenny says, she's glad to hear this. Afraid to cut back, but I agree about the rejuve. Great. You're doing it twice a week, and twice a week is great. Make that time for yourself and do it. I love it. Feel like the Wave does not get your skin clean, then that might be the cleanser. Most likely that's the cleanser that you're using with the Wave that's maybe not working together. You want to make sure you're using a water-based cleanser, not a cream cleanser. And most likely, it sounds like if your skin's just not feeling clean, then it's most likely that you're needing a different cleanser. So when you use that one up, experiment out there and try some of our other great cleansers. Some of the cleansers that we really love with that device, the Orgade cleanser, we really like with that device. Lemieux cleansers are really great. The Quiet Wash works really well with that. Is Clinical's cleanser works really well with it. You're feeling like you want a scrub. And so a scrub is good, but you don't want to use a scrub probably every day, depending on your age. But using a nice scrub is important, Jenny. And so what I use the scrub. Celine's going to have to pop in here and tell me what the name of it is. But it's the Glymed Firming Scrub. It has like microdermabrasion crystals in it, but yet it's really smooth. I really like that scrub. There's another scrub from Glymed that has like a licorice scent to it.
There's the peptide micro scrub.
Okay, the peptide micro scrub has granules in it, and you can just put your cleanser on and then put that peptide micro scrub on top of it and scrub it all together. But then there's another one I really like. And what's the anti-aging exfoliant mask? That one has that licorice. It's the fennel that's in it. That one is a little more active because it's got some AHAs in it as well. And I think you might really like that as well. So one of those two I think would work really well for you. A lot of times you can just put on your cleanser and then add the scrub on top and work it in. But what you don't want to do is use two things with acids. So if you're using an acid cleanser, don't use the second one, the one that smells like fennel. That one has some acids in it, so you're not going to want to use that with an acid cleanser. That would be too much acids, too much chemical playing around there, but mixing it with one of your other cleansers would be fine. Okay. What would you pick a dewy sunscreen for under eyes for mature skin? So the sunscreen that I use under the eyes is Tizo. I can't use other sunscreens under this delicate area or they travel and get in my eyes and it burns and stings. I just have trouble with that. I have a more oily eye area, so I love the Tizo. But if you have drier skin and you want a more progressive or a more advanced healthy aging cream around the eyes, I love to use Lemieux's Eye Wrinkle Corrector, and you can put this on top of that. There's several that I like. I like Rhonda Allison's 3-in-1 peptide, or the Promoter Repair eye cream from Tove. There's several different eye creams that I like. Oh, I can't not mention Michelle Corley's eye cream. She has an eye serum and an eye cream. Her eye cream is amazing, loaded with peptides. You can put that on, let it set for a minute or two, and then put your Tizo on top of it if you're finding that you need more sun protection or you're needing more moisture with your sun protection. Because let's see, Jenny says, all this is great to know. Thank you. You're welcome. And 60s wants dewy. So the most dewy sunscreen, I find that both Eclipse and Extreme are dewy, but the most dewy one is probably from Sorella. I don't have a sample of it over here right now, but I really like it in the summertime. You'll see me make some videos using it in the summertime because it's tinted and it can also take the place of sunscreen, but it's their dew drops. They're very, very dewy. Could you put those choices below? So somebody could pop in here. You know, you can always reach out to our live chat after a video. You can reach out to live chat at artofskincare.com and they can help you figure out what things that might have been mentioned for you. Off the top of my head, I'm probably going to say the Promoter Repair eye cream from Tove, which is also known as Hop, and then putting on your Tizo on top of that to give you a real nice dewy moist finish on your eyes. Okay, you guys, this has been a really fun show. It's so fun to talk to different people and see what they use on their skin and what they like about it. So I hope you enjoyed the show today and enjoyed meeting some of our staff around here. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here again next week. Take care.